In this video, I'm going to show you how to create customer and supplier records. To create customers, all you do is click on the customer module on the left hand side of the screen. Once in here, you'll have an option in the middle of the screen to create a customer. If we click on here, all we need to do is type in the customer name. It will automatically create a customer code for you, but you can overwrite that to something that will fit more into your business. You can then choose where that customer came in from. So I've got a client event in here, and I've also got my website or other. So I can say this customer came from my website, and then click Create Customer. Once you've done that, it will then take us through to the contact details screen on the customer record. And in here, we can just continue to type in their address and other details. We can put in their postcode. Once you've populated their postcode, you will see that it brings up with a little icon here for Google Maps. So wherever you're accessing the software from, you can just click on that and it'll open up their address using Google Maps. We can also continue to put their contact details in here. Phone number, mobile number. Email address. As you can see, once you put in their email address, it will bring up with another little hyperlink to send an email. And if you click on that, it will open up your email editor and you can just send them an email directly. If you also go to the options screen, you can choose the default email template that you want to use for them. You can add in a reference if you want a reference to appear on their transactions. Again, the source of where they came from, so I've already listed they came in from our website. The payment terms and conditions, so by default I've got 28 days. I can just change that to 30 days. I can put in their VAT number, and if I want that to appear on new invoices, and also if they're registered in another EC member state or outside of the EC. We can choose their default sales code in here, so I've got it defaulted to general work, which means every time I generate a quote or an invoice, it's going to default to that. We can just go and change other things in here, so I can say I want that to be services. I can also choose their default invoice or quote template, and also their default currency. And we can also list any other discounts in here as well. Once you've keyed in that relevant information, you can also go to CIS and other information, where you'd have the ability to apply CIS to invoices if you use CIS within your business. And once you've done that, just hit the update button, and that customer record has now been created. If you then go to the customer screen on the left hand side, you will see that Allied Radio are listed, and we have a 0 value, and there's no outstanding balance because we haven't created any transactions yet. And you will just continue to repeat that process to add in all of your customer records. To add in supplier records, we follow that process, but instead of clicking on the customer module on the left hand side, we click on the supplier module. Once you've clicked on the supplier module, you'll see there is an option to create a new supplier. So all we do is hit create a supplier. All we then need to do is just type the name in again. So I'm just going to type in here Thames Water, and we can see it's created a code for me automatically. Again, you can overwrite that, but we'll just leave that set as it is. And then I'm just going to hit create a supplier. Once you've done that, you can continue to add in their address again, type in their postcode, all the contact details for that particular supplier itself. And then if you go to other information and settings, you can continue to choose their default payment method. So if you're generating purchase invoices for this supplier, which payment method you want it to default to. Again, that can be changed per purchase invoice. We can then select the payment terms for that supplier, their VAT information, and also their default purchase code. So we can just change that in here to whatever we want it to be. So So as you can see, it's brought up a full list of my chart of accounts in here. I'm going to say I want that to be water rates, our purchase invoice templates, and our default currency. And again, if you need CIS set within your business, just go to CIS settings and then you'll have the ability to apply that within here. Once you've filled out all that information, just hit the update button and we can now go to our supplier module on the left hand side and we'll see Thames Water are now listed as one of our suppliers. To repeat that process to create new customers and new suppliers, we will now see that the create button has moved to the top right hand side screen. So I'll just click that process to repeat, and then if we go to the customer module, we can see on the top right hand side that we've got the create button up here as well. And that's how easy it is to create new customers and suppliers within the software.